What's up, guys? Welcome back to Corvette Weekly. Here we are again for the 1 millionth time. I don't know how many really, but it's been a lot. So we're here tonight with David and Brandon. They're both in the house tonight, and just want to say hi to a couple of you guys who've popped in here so far. I've already gotten a couple entries for the drawing tonight, and we're going to talk real quickly about the sponsor of the month, which is going to be Wheelcraft. So if you guys haven't heard of Wheelcraft, I'm not sure what kind of rock you've been living under, but Wheelcraft will literally take your stock wheels on your Corvette, make them whatever color you want. A lot of people have opted for chrome. You know, Chevy doesn't sell chrome anymore. Now you have an option. You can make these wheels chrome. So with that said, they are the sponsor of the month. And that means tonight we are doing a giveaway that's going to end tonight. This one's going to be a little bit different than usual because we're going to be doing a giveaway every week in the month of March. The first one's going to be a $250 gift certificate off of the Wheelcraft wheel selection. So basically, if you want to get your wheel powder coated, whatever color it is you want to go with, you can get $250 off. That is the drawing for tonight. So every week we're going to have a new one with Wheelcraft. But again, welcome everybody. I see a lot of the same names popping up in here. Wheeler, what's up, man? Zippy's Garage, what's going on? SmackDown, yeah, what's up? Nate, Bill, Jay Brazelton. I got a couple of you guys already in for the giveaway. I'm going to set that up on the wheel tonight. Like I said, we are running a giveaway tonight. We'll be running another one every week in March. So we're going to be doing a giveaway, a fresh one every week. Hot Rod Todd says he ordered the new HPO shirt. Check that out, guys. You got to love that. Now, this is where things are going to get interesting tonight because for tonight only, well, no, I'm sorry, for the month of March only, if you order this shirt, if you order the shirt from my website, I'm going to automatically give you 10 entries into the giveaway. So 10 entries for the price of a shirt. It is way cheaper to order the shirt than to give the money versus just getting the shirt. So if you go to my website, I'm going to show you guys here in a second. The website looks like this. Go to the website, order your shirt. Let me know in the comment section here that you ordered it. I'll verify it. I'll get you your 10 entries. So if you want to do it tonight or anytime throughout the month of March, you're going to get 10 free, well, mostly free entries just for grabbing that new Mountain Dew shirt. And who wouldn't want one of those? They look freaking awesome, right? So
I do like that shirt, Justin.
I freaking love it. I mean, Joe Super 8 Creations, if he's in the house here, he nailed it. He 100% designed it, printed it, shipped it. He did all of it from point A to point Z, and it turned out absolutely awesome.
Yeah, it's my favorite so far for sure.
What's the shipping run on that, Justin? Usually for a roundabout
on a shirt. I think it's set at $8.50, $8.97, I think.
Okay, not bad. All right.
Yeah.
So all in you're in at under $40. All right, I already got one. I got two. All right. So I'm gonna give the floor to David here for a second. He has something he wants to discuss. So let me pop up a picture, and David, you can have at it.
All right, so real quick, guys. So there's been a few people that have been following along with the lives and following along with what we do here. Just real quick, this is the render. This is what they're going to look like for the carbon fiber wheel spacer kits. And from what I understand, they are going live to order to purchase this week. It's Foundry 3. You guys can check them out. It's going to be, he'll need like your car year. So he makes sure he gets the correct factory hubs, but basically it's going to be a factory hub replacement, ARP studs that are going to be made to order for him for the orders, and then you can choose between either the black titanium lug nuts or regular lug nuts, and it should be a pretty easy swap, but this will set you guys out on your carbon fiber wheels, so they sit just like if you put a 20 millimeter spacer like Brandon and I have, or if you're running wheels like Justin and I with the Force Ice, where it sits right on the fender, and then it has the same basic setup, which is a really cool one with the spacers up front, which just like the ones that we put on Nate's car that in the video. But they're gonna go live this week. I think about 7 or 8 people have already pre-ordered out of the first 10. And I know Alex in Orlando is going to be getting a set. I'm going to be talking to him tomorrow. But check this out, guys. Like, this is going to be legit. This is what you guys have been waiting for. It's going to be priced right, so you guys are going to love this stuff. And if you're handy enough, changing the rear hub's nothing. But if you're not, it's a quick job at a dealership or at your performance shop, and that's it. But make sure you guys. I know some of you, Jeremy, for sure. You guys have been on this for a long time. This is what you've been waiting for. And check this out. The link will be going live. You guys will be able to order them this week. If you've already put a pre-order in, do not worry about it. He's going to email you and he will invoice you for the rest and go from there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey,
Mark,
David.
I know. Mark's one of them too. He just put hell yeah. Yeah.
Hey, a quick question, David. So if you have the standard wheels and you want just to buy the hubs with the extended studs, can you purchase those just by themselves? Like, if say I wanted to buy those and then I
Yeah.
could
I was
space my
gonna
wheels
talk
out how I wanted them.
I was actually gonna talk to you about that offline. Yeah, we can get you set up with a set of hubs, man.
Okay, cool.
Because the ARP studs are way better than OEM specs. I mean, these things are unbelievably made. So
Alrighty.
that's it, guys.
So there you go, guys. If you it's nice to have options. It really is. So whether you want stock wheels, carbon fiber wheels, or aftermarket wheels, I think in some way, shape, or form, we've got you covered completely right here on this screen. Because like David and I can hook you up with Forge Light. David can hook you up with the aftermarket wheel setup that will fit with your carbon fiber wheel spacers and everything. And now we even have the option for Wheelcraft, who's sponsoring the videos for the month of March. If you want to keep your stock wheels but make them look cool, this is the way to go. So again, Wheelcraft, if you guys haven't heard of them, they're basically, I'd like to call them powder coating, but at the same time, they do more than just powder coating. So they're advanced wheel finishes. They do a lot of PVD stuff, which is actually the same kind of coating that's on your iPhone. So if you have a newer iPhone, the way that they have to apply the color to the raw titanium is through the same process. So this stuff is super stout. It's not going to get messed up on your wheel. And if you were a guy who wants chrome wheels, or better yet, like I was talking to Brandon and David about, black chrome, they're the way to go. I mean, they look fantastic.
Yeah, I was always a black chrome guy back in the day, man. I had so many black chrome sets of wheels.
Yeah, black chrome is the best. I think the best way to kind of have the best of both worlds with chrome and black. So, guys, whoever in the comment section here, if you could, let me know if you bought a shirt so far. I've saw like 4 or 5 orders come through, and I want to make sure you guys get your 10 free entries. Plus, you get a cool shirt out of it. And yeah, I noticed Nate says that the do emoji now automatically changes to the new one. I don't know why it's doing that. I just tried it. They're supposed to both coexist. I'll have to fix that later. But yeah, I guess I must have named them too similar. So now the thing's like, what do I do?
Yeah.
Let me see. Hanover Fist says finally got the Mountain Dew sponsorship. No, you'll know. You'll know when that happens. Things will change. So once you see some things happen, you're gonna be like, okay, he got it. But no, as of right
when you
now,
have 2 ZR1s.
yeah, I'll have like 5 ZR1s and like, and just be like, you know what, I might buy a 6 just cause, I don't know, I don't really.
And an E-Ray.
Yeah, I'll have just like all kinds of Corvettes coming out of my ears.
Yeah, can't forget the E-Ray. We'll never hear the end of it.
Yeah, exactly. I gotta buy 2. I'm gonna have to buy 2 of those just because.
Yeah,
and it's funny because tonight we're gonna talk a little bit about the E-Ray, and it's gonna sound like I'm kind of
No.
but I swear I'm not. It's just the news.
Oh gosh, I don't even know where this is going.
There's
There's discounts on E-Rays right now. How could it be bad news?
That's part of the thing. Since the cat's mostly out of the bag, I'm gonna spill this out there now. Let me pull it up here. So here it is. There is a $3,000 via Costco stackable savings for the E-Ray and the Stingray.
Stingray, right?
Now tell me why the Z06 wouldn't be included in that.
They're selling more.
And I was going to say, if you can't answer it, I'll tell you. It's because it's the more popular car. And the Stingray is starting to slide in sales, and the E-Ray has not done at all what they would expect for sales. But I'll be honest with you, in the E-Ray's defense, Chevy is automatically throwing this thing under the bus as it's not performing the way they want it to as far as sales are concerned. but they're not really making that many of them either. So I kind of feel like that's not even the fault of the E-Ray. That is the fault of GM. And we've talked about this before. The advertising for these cars was awful. And across the board, not even the best advertised car that they put out for the C8 yet was probably the Z06. And that's why it's such a popular car. But again, if you want to save a bunch of money, because your dealer, let's say your dealer's offering $10K off that E-Ray down there that you're looking at, you can get an additional $3,000 if you have a Costco membership, which is pretty good. That's amazing. That is
amazing,
fantastic.
actually, that it stacks.
Yeah,
that's amazing. Yeah, I started doing some math when I saw that.
Yeah, I mean that's 13 plus grand right there. Like now all of a sudden the argument can be made that E-Ray is priced right where it needs to be. You're knocking 13 grand off. Now all of a sudden that's looking a little more appetizing. That was my biggest complaint.
CCB brakes.
My biggest complaint right off the bat with the E-Ray was the price. I thought it was priced too high. If they had priced it roughly 10 to 15 grand less, you're talking about completely different response for me at that point.
Yep.
So you're about at that price right now with your dealership discounts and this Costco deal. I don't know. If you guys were looking for an E-Ray or a Stingray, now don't friggin' wait any longer, man. This is the time. Because I have a sneaking suspicion that come nicer weather time, I'm thinking specifically summer, that we're going to see a lot of these prices start creeping back up. And if that's the case, you can get the car cheaper now than you'll be able to get it anytime soon.
Oh yeah.
So Justin, does that mean with the base MSRP of the E-Ray, with those kind of discounts, theoretically sub 105 for a base car?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
if you could find a dealership that will play ball at 10K plus your 3K, you'd be at 15,000 under. Your starting price is under 100.
It's under 100 grand.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's where I thought it should have been.
Yeah, that's phenomenal for that.
Because if that car would have come out and even started at 99,
I wouldn't even bother with a Stingray at that price. There's no point. Even it doesn't matter what trim.
You know, the marketing thing's funny. Corey from Paragon's done more marketing for E-Ray than GM ever did.
Exactly.
Like his reels on Instagram are getting to be legendary.
Guys, if you can, smash the thumbs up button. Just like Jeremy's pointing out, we got 150 people watching and only 65 thumbs ups. We got to make those numbers match. Those are rookie numbers, bro. So let's smash the thumbs up if you can. Charles rocking it with 2 shirts. He rocks 2 shirts at this point. So he's going to get 20 entries. Good for you, man. I appreciate the support. You guys are killing it tonight.
Yeah, I'm getting mine right after the show, man. I saw that.
All right, so
it's my favorite.
Charles, I've got you in for 20 entries at this point. Let's see what else we got here. So, yeah. Again, guys, thanks for tuning in. We're kind of just jumping right into this one because we wanted to get that news out there really quickly for everybody so you guys can all be happy. Jay Brazelton, I know you bought 2 shirts, I believe, as well, so you're in for 20. And guys, for those of you out there who don't want a shirt, I don't know why you wouldn't want one, but if you don't and you still want to get entered, every $10 spent is an entry. $50 or more is double entries. So as of right now, I got 2 people that submitted some money for the entry. So yeah, guys, get entered in on this. $250 off. I know Jay's actually working with Wheelcraft right now to get something done with a set of his wheels. So it worked out perfectly for him. He texted me and said that he had to do something with Wheelcraft, and I was like, you know what? Hang on 1 second, because you might be able to save some money. So really cool stuff, guys. Again, every $10 is an entry, so don't think you got to throw a bunch of money at this either, guys. Almost every week we give away something. The guy that wins didn't really spend that much money, except for last week. I guess David won, and he spent like $700. But there are exceptions.
I did not mind at all.
You know who needs a black set of black chrome wheels? Nate would look awesome with that carbon flash. That's who needs some black chrome.
Well, it doesn't have carbon flash wheels already.
Mine and have them have my powder coat guy bronze them.
Yeah,
that's good too.
I was actually thinking I may or may not have a new set of wheels coming from Forge Light. Stay tuned. And I was actually thinking maybe I will go black chrome on those, but I don't know, man. I love the setup I have so much. It's going to be hard for me to deviate much from that.
I don't know, man, because it's a little bit different with the carbon flash, but since your car's just straight black, I think
Yeah.
the black chrome would be fire.
Yeah,
on your
I think it
car.
would be pretty cool too.
Yeah.
All right, so guys, what do you think of the new emojis here? We obviously got the Mountain Dew shirt emoji, and the sponsor of the month here is the Wheelcraft emoji. I will fix it so the Mountain Dew can is back. I don't know what's going on with that. And then, of course, I don't see many people flying this around, but we do have the American flag in there as well. I thought that would be appropriate, but I don't think I've seen many people toss that in there. But yeah, anyway, I think we had some questions here I wanted to. Oh yeah, so Texas Clay says, Justin, I have Wheelcraft on my Z06. I love them. Happy to send you some photos. Ed runs a tight ship, great company.
Nice.
Nice. You know what, Clay? Go ahead and shoot me some pictures. I'm gonna pop some of those up here in a second. I'm gonna put up a video from Wheelcraft in a second that shows all the wheels that they did and how they. The biggest way to tell is that they can chrome these things. And I know a lot of you guys out there wanted chrome wheels on the C8, but Chevy was like, nah, it's not happening. Now you have your options. And the best part is the way that they set this stuff up. If you do a museum delivery, they can actually get the wheels swapped and everything for you before you even pick up the car, which is, I thought was
awesome.
Amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Yeah, and chroming too. Like Brandon will tell you, like, because we came from the day where we chromed everything if it wasn't already chromed. But if you're good at chroming, that's not an easy process to get like absolutely perfect. And when you can get wheels or whatever parts chromed perfectly, that's an art in and of itself, man. It really is.
Yep.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to have to do that. It's not easy.
No, it's not easy.
Yep. So guys, again, if you want to get an entry in on the giveaway here and you want to get it a little cheaper than it would cost normally, you can jump to the website over at my website and order the Mountain Dew shirt, or I'm going to also offer it on the Metallica shirt. So if you want either one of these two or both, they're both going to count towards this. If you put in that order right now before the end of today's show, you will get entered in for the giveaway that's going to happen at the end of today's show. So if you're a Metallica guy like me, or a Mountain Dew guy like me, I guess, or girl, I guess you know if you're rocking some of the same stuff and you're a girl, you could wear it too. So check it out, guys. Get your entries in, or if you just want to go straight up cash, every $10 is an entry, $50 is double entries. Well, $50 or more is double entries. So let's talk a little bit about the news here. The reason you clicked on this particular video was most likely that thumbnail, which was showing the new C8 Corvette ZR1 on the tail of the Dragon. And things get kind of interesting here because if we go over to the Corvette blogger, we actually got a bunch of pictures of this thing on the Dragon. And yeah, the more I see this car, the more I love it. So I know initially I was a little bit hesitant on the wing because of how big it is, but it's really starting to grow on me. I'm going to be that big wing guy, of course. Can't deny it.
You have to be.
Yeah.
And honestly, when a Stevens wing at the Bashment, like I picked that wing up for Brandon's car, like just seeing that wing in person.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's going to look so good.
It is. It is massive. Like I have a C7 ZR1 with the big wing, and this one puts my big wing to shame. Like I have wing anxiety now. But seriously,
I have hood anxiety. I want that hood that they
Yeah,
have. I just
the
want
hood
something
is
that
cool
looks
too.
exactly like it.
dude,
I think the hood's phenomenal looking.
If for some reason I can't get the ZR1 I want for quite some time, I'm putting the ZR1 hood on my Z06 for sure.
Yeah.
Between the hood, I probably won't do the wing because I don't want to be that guy. But at the same time, that hood is freaking awesome looking.
Yep.
So anyway, we got a bunch of them running on the tail. So we got a white ZTK here, and then right behind you can see the blue non-ZTK package car running the tail of the Dragon as well. And there was a bunch of them that did. So we got a white one, yellow one, shot from the back showing that gigantic wing. We got David's color here, the Sebring orange.
Yes.
White with the blue stripes. And then we got some shots of the actual non-ZTK. I'll tell you what, the non-ZTK package car in this spec is really good. It looks really good with those, like the natural finished wheels, like just bare aluminum with the new Riptide blue. I like that color combo a lot.
Well, and Riptide Blue keeps growing on me and growing on
Yeah,
me. Every time I see it, that color is amazing.
I don't know.
How much restraint would you two have to show though? Like, let's say we happen to be on the tail and the ZR1 show up on the tail. I'd be so far up their butt pushing
Oh
them
yeah.
in my
Oh, for
Z.
sure. Well, they
There would
can't.
be
I mean, they can't use that power
zero
there, so
restraint.
No, and
they can't get away from us there.
that's kind of what brings us to our next point, Brandon, is that they
Yeah.
can't. This is the tail of the dragon is not built for a car with massive horsepower. It's built for a car that
No.
can handle. So
It's built for
why
Miata.
for a Miata, exactly. And it's funny because I was just telling somebody that the car that holds the fastest lap time at the Pittsburgh Raceway down here, pit race. I asked my friend, I was like, "What car do you think it is?" And he's like, "Well, if you're asking, it's got to be a Z06." And I said, "It's not a Z06." And I said, "What do you think it is?" And he's like, "I don't know. What is it?" I said, "It's a freaking Miata." Like the Miatas,
Probably a spec
they,
Miata.
they have this tiny little 100 horsepower engine, but that thing will handle like a go-kart. So it's around these turns. But anyway, check this picture out. This picture is one of my favorite, showing the backside of that ZR1 with a big wing, and then right in front of it, the yellow one with the big wing. Beautiful cars on this thing. Now, the reason they're there, that's where things get interesting. So, like Brandon already pointed out, we're already talking about the fact that this is not a high horsepower kind of thing to run. So, what are they doing there? Now, this is where things get interesting because over at the Mid-Engine Corvette forum, we're told by John, the guy, he basically runs the forum,
Right.
that this is the ZR1's final validation drive. Now, what that means is pretty much exactly what it sounds like. This is the last drive that they're going to perfect things. And I thought, that's kind of weird because, like, we're already in the production. Well, we're not in the production, but we're already in the ordering process of this car. So what could you possibly change at this point that wouldn't be massive? And he flat out said, let me put you over on the website here. He said, for those of you who didn't know, this is exactly how, as one specific example, the C7Z06 was finalized using this identical process. And in fact, Taj told him specifically that the result of this last run on the C7Z06, they made tiny, minute changes, literally taking fractions of a millimeter and fractions of an angle off the rear deck spoiler. And it was modified just a hair after this final validation run. Now, this is interesting to me because number one, it's really cool to see that they care that much about the specifics. But number two, maybe this is a reason why we don't have an option for the ZTK package yet. They're still tweaking it.
Yeah. That's surprising to me though that the last tweaks would be made on a low downforce.
Yeah.
Twisty, can't use the horsepower versus all the track runs they just made.
Well, I agree. But if we noted in the pictures, there was only one non-ZTK car there. The rest of them were full ZTK package cars. So they're doing something, it could be testing the way the springs handle the front end in an aggressive turn, which if you look at a lot of these pictures, actually, some of the more aggressive turns really looks like it's maxing out that front suspension. So it could be anything. But they're testing.
Low speed stability.
Yeah. They're testing something. And when they come out of this, if the car's good, great. If not, they're going to make minute little changes. So this is the final validation drive, meaning this is it. The car is done. Are we happy with it? Yes. If not, let's make these minute changes and get this thing rolling. So this car is ready to make it its appearance here. So like I've said in the past, I believe the car is going to be, the ZR1 is going to be built, start production somewhere in the month of April. And we're going to start seeing final products in June or July. So the reason why I say June or July is because they'll be built in April, so they'll still maintain that 2025 model year, but they're going to be parked for roughly a month. The early model cars are parked usually about a month for quality control. So we'll see them probably June or July. And if I had to guess, we're going to see them at, a couple people will trickle in with them at Carlisle that actually own them. So that's my speculation on it. I think it makes sense based on the past record that GM's had with the way that they do quality control on the new car. Like the very first Z06 was the same way. They built it, and then it was about a month that it sat there while they were checking quality on it and stuff before they actually shipped it to the customer. So
don't they have some shutdowns coming for Bowling Green, like scheduled, like week-long shutdowns over the next 3 months, like maybe 1 week a month or something, like times 3. I thought I read something like that.
It's actually times 4. Altogether, I believe it's 4 weeks over the next couple months that they're going to have shutdowns. So this is going to be interesting timing. They're definitely going to have, one of the reasons for the shutdown, if I had to guess, is to really get stuff prepared and set up for the ZR1 to come through. That's probably a week in itself. But they haven't really said exactly what these shutdowns are for yet. So, like I said, most of it's going to be retooling, if I had to guess.
Hey, Jay asked a good question. Do you think it's going to be at the Bass? I know we talked about this the last live, but I
yeah.
feel like it's got to be there, right?
I-
Like,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
gonna be
If it isn't, they are seriously dropping the ball.
Yeah, we had them at
You think they'll
Carlisle.
do a
so
drive through?
definitely-
Like they'll drive through, like the last time we were
No.
there, or something like
No,
that?
I
Or
think-
you think they'll be sitting there?
I think it will be sitting there at this point. Last year, I really thought they were going to roll through with it, and they never did. But this year, it would have to be sitting there if I had to guess. I mean, they have all these test cars. If nothing else, it will be a test car
Right.
sitting there.
Right. No, it'll be there.
Oh, okay. So Jeff Zipty says it was closed last week, closed 2 weeks in March, and 1 week in May.
There you go.
I bet the 2 weeks in March, at least one of those weeks in March has something to do with the ZR1.
I'm sure. Because there's tooling changes no matter what. Like
Yeah.
it's different. Yeah.
Well, not only that-
Justin,
I'm sorry, Brandon, go ahead.
did you reach back out on your allocation with the wing change where they said that they might be offering
Yeah,
the extra
it was too
2K
late.
wing?
I'd already
was too
passed.
late?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not only that, the other thing that we haven't really discussed too much yet is that they probably are going to be bringing new colors here pretty soon. We might see the new colors again at the Bash. If
Right.
we do, and they plan on using those new colors for the 2025, it's a rush at this point, but that could be possibly one of the shutdown reasons as well to get set up for the new colors. Because as of right now, we're down like 4 or 5 colors. Like we're going to get new colors at some point.
Yeah, and
Yeah, that's a
anybody
good
who wasn't
point.
at the Bash last year, you got to see the new wheels, you got to see the new colors.
Right.
There was a lot of cool things that you got to see at the Bash that you wouldn't have seen anywhere else. So if you're
Well, and all the
considering
tech talks.
maybe going, you probably should because like, at least last year there was a lot of new stuff that I hadn't seen before.
Another thing,
especially
guys,
the wheels and stuff.
while we're on the Bash topic, Dana and I have selected a hotel we're going to be staying at. I've shared it with a couple of you guys already. But if you want to stay at the same hotel, it sounds like David and Brandon will be staying there as well. I think I sent it to Kevin Horan. But guys, if you are interested in staying at the same place at the Bash, send me an email and I will share the details with you.
Yep.
But yeah, the hotel's been selected. We're going to be there the entire time at the Bash. Myself, David, and Brandon will be there for sure. Bill Miller is going to be there. Kevin Horan, we're going to kind of caravan down with. So we got a pretty good group of people going so far. I haven't seen Seawolf Gray or Seawolf Z06 in here yet. I'm not sure if he's in here, but if you are, I want to hear from you too. If you want to shoot me an email, because I was going to have you and Kevin meet up and then meet up with us here in Pittsburgh before we drive down.
You're getting an escort from the Grand Poobah himself.
Exactly. An escort.
Wow.
Is Paragon doing a booth again this year? Do you know, Justin?
They
did last year with
are.
Steven.
I reached out to Corey about
Yeah.
it. He said that they are, but they're not sure where the booth is going to be yet. So, because I was asking him basically if I could be part of their booth again, like I was last year, he's going to let me know. I'm hoping to hear here pretty soon. Because if not, I might maybe we should just try to get our booth of our own.
I am down. Let's do it.
They still
That's-
have them open?
I
You
think
know?
so. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm down.
I think I'd be down to going on that if y'all wanted to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe we'll discuss that then. I think that might make more sense anyway to be our own thing. But
There you go.
yeah, Kevin, the plant should be open for the Bash. There was nothing saying that they were going to be closed that week. So I think we're pretty good there. Ron, I know it's kind of a pain, but you can change those, assuming you didn't select an option where you can't change it or you'll be fined or whatever. If you want to change the hotel you're staying at, you're more than welcome to, because I'd like to get as many people staying at the same hotel as possible. I think that would be really cool to just hang out
Yes.
after the show and everything.
That's one of the best parts about these things is meeting everybody.
Oh yeah,
And we can protect our cars and everybody watch out. It'd be a
exactly,
nice little thing.
exactly. Coma says, where and when is the Bash again? Sorry, just started watching. The Bash is April 24th through the 26th, and it's in at Bowling Green at the plant in Bowling Green. Wheeler says he's got to head out. That's all right, Wheeler. Thank you.
Yeah,
He's looking forward to that dyno, Brandon.
that's coming. We're going the 18th. So
Okay, AARPM says he'll be at the bash for at least a day, maybe two.
nice.
All right, cool. So, I'm trying to see if I can pull. Actually, you know what? I should be able to pull up. Let me see if I can just pull up the hotel we're staying at here, so I can just show you guys. So yeah, here it is. This is it here. So it's the Town Place Suites in Bowling Green. This is the address right here if you guys are interested. Phone number's right there as well. Give them a call. See if you can be at the same place for the bash. It'd be really cool to meet up with everybody. So
Yeah.
if you're interested, check that place out. That's where the majority of us are going to be. So it'd be cool to hang out. Wheeler says he's signing papers on the car on the 19th. Nice. Congratulations, man. You're going to love it.
I know, right? You're gonna love it, man.
What's up, General Lee? How you doing, man? It's been a little while. Hopefully you're
Hey,
feeling
General Lee, what's up, buddy?
hopefully you're feeling a little bit better. Bill Miller says he'd like to see the interior for the 2026 of the bash. It's possible that they would, but I have a pretty good feeling that's not going to happen. I don't think we're going to see that until much closer to 2026.
Agree.
But yeah,
I feel like we would have seen spot shots already if that was the case. Like
Yeah.
some sort of spot
yeah,
shot.
some
Right.
sort of leak would have happened. Guys, we got 250 people in here watching. Let's smash those thumbs ups. Let's get those rocking because we should be real close to 200 if everybody in here actually hit that thumbs up button at this point. Super 8 Creations, like I said, guys, Joe Lamb, he's the one that made this amazing t-shirt from start to finish. I literally had nothing to do with this shirt other than the fact that he knew I liked Mountain Dew. He took the reins and did it himself, and it turned out to be one of the best ones yet. So
It's my favorite.
if
It's
you
my
guys need
favorite.
any kind of custom shirts, hats, anything like that made, Super 8 Creations is your guy.
Yeah, Joe's a genius. Really nice guy too, man. Really nice
Really.
guy, but Joe's a genius.
Yep. And actually, he's going to be taking delivery of an E-Ray during the bash. His car's going to come in during the bash, assuming the dates still work out.
Amazing. That is amazing, Joe.
Let's see. General Lee says he's hanging in there. That's good.
It's good, man.
Yeah. All right. So what else we got here? Let's see. Again, guys, if you are interested in getting in on the giveaway, which is going to be given away tonight, a new one will start next week. Grab a t-shirt, get yourself double entries for about $10 less than what it would normally cost. And yes, 10 seconds 06, I did see your order and I got you added in. Check out the website, guys. Like I said, you can do either one of the two. You can do the Metallica shirt or the Mountain Dew shirt. Either one of the two is going to get you in at double entries for the giveaway tonight, or you can go the old-fashioned way and enter in for $10 to get an entry. So again, guys, one more time, since I just saw another order come in, if you could, Bill Osselborn, I got you for 10. All right. This is pretty cool. You guys are gonna, all kinds of you guys are gonna have my shirts.
Oh yeah, dude. I can't wait to order them as soon as I get off the live.
I know Joe's gonna be running around because he's got to get all these things shipped out now. But let's see what else. What other news we got here? So again, guys, other than the ZR1 testing at the Tail of the Dragon, they've been testing a lot. Period. So
Yeah.
a lot of the spy shots have shown these cars test out in the wild, just testing. And I mean, these two here were pretty interesting, side by side, coupe and convertible, exact
Right.
same spec. Otherwise, I thought that was a really cool shot there to really show you the difference between the coupe and the convertible. But they're out testing these things mostly, from what I could tell, it looks like in Colorado. And if I had to guess, a lot of the, higher elevation testing, especially with the turbo cars, just to make sure, again, everything's good to go. So this is actually the one where I saw a picture of the Riptide Blue with those silver wheels. It looks really good.
Yeah.
Let's see, where's it at here?
In that picture too, it's one of the things. Like, I mean, you lose the split window on the convertible, and
Yeah.
it's really like when you see the difference the split window actually makes in that picture.
Yeah.
The coupe just looks better, I think.
It just
I mean,
looks better with that.
I
split
mean, I'm a
window.
little biased, but
I totally
I
agree.
agree with you, David.
Well, see, it's one thing to say you're biased, Brandon, but at the same time, I've had my opportunities, and you have too, to buy a convertible, and you
Right.
didn't. because you prefer the coupe.
Correct.
And that's where I'm at with it too. I'm not saying one's better than the other. I mean, I know you guys like to paint me in a certain picture here, but I prefer the coupe. Therefore, I will not buy a convertible. I'm not saying you shouldn't. You buy whatever you want to buy, but I, especially in that picture, you do lose the split window. You lose the access to a really visible engine bay area, stuff like that. And I prefer the lines of the coupe better. That's just what it comes down to for me. But
If you work on them, the coupe is so much easier, except for
Oh, yeah.
seatbelts. Seatbelts the only exception, probably a little easier on the convertible, but everything else seems to be easier on the
Way
coupe,
easier.
Yeah.
especially intakes and stuff.
So this is that picture, like I was saying, guys. The car looks really good from that particular angle with those wheels and in the Riptide color. I really like that, and that's without his ETK package. So that's just like your, I hate to use this term for this car, but that's your base ZR1 right there.
Right.
So yeah, these guys here, these were all the cars that were lining up for testing down at the Tail of the Dragon, but they've been spotted out in Colorado and high elevation places recently.
Well,
again.
And, you know, I've been working in Detroit since like the fall, and I keep looking. Dude, I got my head on a swivel because I'm like, I know I'm gonna run into one here,
Yeah.
and I'm just gonna turn around and follow them. Like,
Yep. I'm surprised you haven't in Detroit of all places. Like,
I haven't, and I have had my head. And actually, it's funny because I do see a lot of Court C8s, even in, like in the snow and everything else up there. It's pretty crazy.
huh? Okay.
Yep.
All right, let's see. Yeah, so Ron said, did you see the Upper Michigan picks in the heavy snow? I'll bet they didn't have sport cups on those ZR1s. I did. I actually just deleted the picture, but I was by accident because I was going to show it tonight. There was a guy got a real good shot of the yellow big wing car driving through snow that I would be hesitant to take my TRX through. Like, you could tell they're testing this freaking thing. So I thought that was amazing. But yeah, there's no way. If they had sport cups on those ZR1s, they would be towing all of them out of there. So they obviously were doing something there. Again, cold weather, a high, in a higher elevation area, they want to see how specifically the turbos, the forced induction engine responds to that kind of weather. So
yeah, there's no way they're driving those tires though, because even when it's 20 or 30 degrees and I'm on them on regular dry pavement, it's like ice.
Well, they've actually put out TSBs about that too. Like, you're not supposed to drive on those things under 40 degrees or they'll crack.
Nope.
Have you seen what Corey's been doing with his E-Ray? And like,
No, that's what I said.
30 degrees
His marketing, GM should be paying him direct.
Well, he's got Blizzaks on that car, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're hooking pretty well for 30 degrees.
Oh, dude,
what are you
yeah.
posting, like,
Blizzaks tires
2.5?
are unbelievably good. I had a set of those on my 370Z back in the day, and I'll tell you what, to this day I've never driven a car that was better in the snow than my 370Z with a set of Blizzaks on it. Like, that car, no problem at all. Meanwhile, it's a rear-wheel drive manual transmission car, no problems whatsoever. Those tires are the key. Now,
Those cars were
obviously,
sexy back in the day.
dude,
I
I
feel
love
like
that
that's a
car.
sexy looking car. Honestly.
It was. And one guy I knew, the only problem I ever had with that car, the only complaint I had, is it just needed a little bit more horsepower. And a friend of mine actually took his and put a turbo kit on it, and it put that car right where I thought it was. And I was this close to pulling the trigger on that. Meanwhile, it was like a $12,000 upgrade, but it would have put that car right where it needed to be because it handled really well. It looked good. It had a great driving feeling to it.
Well, the only downside was like if you didn't have the Nismo pack or something and you tracked it, you'd cook the brakes off of them. They were like melting those brakes.
Yeah, I had the Nismo package.
Yeah, the Nismo package was good, but if you didn't and you were tracking it, I mean, people were just melting those brakes.
The 370Z is actually one of the reasons why I appreciate the C8 and the C7 Corvette so much, is because when you selected Nismo on that car, it literally took all of the good stuff out of the car. You couldn't have leather seats. You couldn't have a good sounding stereo system, which I thought was hilarious because I bought the Nismo and I added all my own stereo stuff to it. And when you took out the head unit, which was a double din head unit, the bigger ones, it was literally, it weighed like 3 ounces. And I looked it up on eBay just for giggles to see how much they were selling for. They were literally selling for 25 cents. And I was like, because it was just the biggest pile of crap head unit. It had nothing in it. There was no, I don't even think it had a CD player. It was no XM, no nothing. You had FM and that was it. And it was just a little, LCD screen. It wasn't like an actual like nice looking screen. So I pulled that out, put my own deck in there with a big screen on it, DVD player. I had my own speakers, put in a subwoofer. I had probably $5-6 grand just in the speakers. Then the head unit was like another $3.
That reminds me of the Z28 where you could get it with no seat and no air conditioning. And the stereo was like had 2 speakers or something.
To select that would be awesome, but
Yeah.
the Nismo, you checked that box, you immediately lost everything. It was like you had no choice. If you wanted the Nismo, you were not getting a good radio. You were not getting leather on the interior, and there was a couple other things I can't remember. But the outside of the car had the nicer spoiler, the nicer wheels, the nicer bumper, the better brakes. Like David was saying, I mean that's the way you wanted to go.
And Bill just said something that made me think of something we have to try when one of us gets our ZR1. Is he said, "Don't worry, the ZR1 has a weather mode. We need to do a 1/4 mile hit like on regular kill, and then put it in weather mode and do the same hit."
Well,
and see
earlier
how much it pulls.
I was talking to Mike in here, David, and he was asking me if I trust anybody to take my ZR1 to like race it against my Z06, and I said, yeah, David or Brandon, I'd put behind the wheel. Because that would be a good drive to see. I mean, I already know which one's faster, but actually I don't know which one's faster now. I did stock, but now I don't. With all the mods I've done to my Z06, I wondered that is something we should do.
Yeah.
Either one of us will do it for you. We don't care.
Yeah. I mean, there's very few people I would trust to drive that car because that's a lot of horsepower, and if you haven't driven one before, like it's a different thing.
Right, it is. It is
Well,
different.
let me ask you this, Justin. Would you make us keep the traction control on, or could we turn it off? That would be the question. How much trust do you have? Would you let us turn it off?
If you want to turn it
Or would we have to
completely
keep it
off,
on?
if you want to turn it completely off,
There's a waiver.
I need to see your current insurance card.
You got to sign a waiver, and you got to have the.
I mean, especially you, Brandon, because I know you had a situation with somebody in your Viper that literally did exactly that and had a problem.
Yeah, the same story was flashing before my eyes.
Yeah.
Hindsight, if they had traction control, that's what the option I would choose.
LT4 Powered says, more horsepower. You seem a little obsessed.
Love that.
Yeah, that is pretty good. I like it.
C7 Rod Todd said, "Turn off traction control for tree seeking action."
Yeah, I was gonna say he said the C7 can be scary, and he's right. It's like this the way the C7 is set up. It is totally different, 100% a different car than the C8. So if you have your C8 under control and you think C7 is no big deal, nope, totally different car. You are stepping into something you have no idea what you're doing if you've never driven one before.
Especially front engine rear drive, even though the Vets are really balanced. It's still
the C7, I was just talking to somebody about this. The C7 was perfect 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
Mark Cutsey says, let Brandon drive your ZR1 and he'll return it 45 pounds lighter. Oh, God, yeah.
Saws off.
Yeah, Sawzall, and it will have like 3-inch smaller wheels on it. And I'll be like, what happened to this thing?
I'll find somewhere to do some skinny.
Wing will be off of it. The wing will be off like everything.
Yeah.
I'll cut the wing down.
All right, guys, we got about 200 people in here watching. If you could, smash the thumbs up button. The giveaway, oh yeah, look at this, fireworks. Yes, the giveaway's still going, guys. If you want to get in on the giveaway for a little bit less than what you'd normally do, you can jump over to my website, just horsepowerobsessed.com, grab a t-shirt. That's going to get you in for 10 entries on the giveaway, which is a $250 gift certificate from Wheelcraft. You can get the Horsepower Obsessed and Mountain Dew font or Metallica font, whichever one is more your thing. Either way, I will honor it, and you will get 10 entries for that. If you don't want to do the t-shirt thing, you can still enter $10 as an entry. $50 or more is double entries, and you can send it to the Venmo link that's pasted at the top of the chat, or just do a super chat. Either way, get in on this giveaway, guys. We're going to have a different one every week in the month of March. So, yeah, let's see what else. I think we had another little piece of, another piece of information here. I know you guys probably have seen these before. I do them on my channel where there's a giveaway, Corvette giveaway. Right now, 2 of them are happening in the description down below for a ZR1. One's yellow, one's red, both ZTK packages. They're legit giveaways. And I hear a lot of people complaining, thinking that they're not legit. Well, here's kind of proof. Number one, me and David and Brandon know they're legit because the guy, one of the guys that won them,
He won it.
he's actually at Carlisle and he's talking about how he won this car. So we know they're legit. But if some of you guys out there seem to doubt these things from time to time, but here's the one that, if you guys remember, I was actually offering this one at one point, and the announcer or the winner for it was just announced. So this person literally won the International Motor Racing Research Center Z06 giveaway. I had actually advertised this giveaway a couple different times myself. This person literally won this car. It was already chosen by William. Looks like William won it. Usually they make a video actually showing, handing the keys to William and all this other stuff. But this is something to consider if you guys are looking to get a car and you want to possibly take a chance on it, because if you do it from the links in the description, you actually get like twice or 3 times the entries and stuff to get this thing. So you can throw $20 at it and take your chances. And worst case scenario, if you don't win, you're still benefiting some sort of good charity or practice of some kind.
Well, that guy at Carlisle, didn't he win on like $100 or something? It wasn't even like a
No,
lot.
no, he put in, I think, either 1,000 or 2,000.
1,000. That's what
Yeah.
it was. That's what it was.
But I mean, still $2,000,
Yeah.
and he turns around and wins a car worth $100,000. Like,
$100,000.
I'll take it.
Exactly.
Jay Brazelton says, just pick a day for everybody to wear their HPO shirt at NCM. That's a fantastic idea. We gotta come up with an idea on that. If I see you wearing an HPO shirt, you get something.
That's a good idea.
50 entries.
I'm gonna be wearing mine.
That's great. That's a great idea, Jay. You're making this interesting here. I'll have to bring something I can just easily hand out. Maybe some key tags or something if I catch you wearing an HPO shirt.
Could you do the wheel and then do like the wheel thing, but just have everybody that has a shirt on, just do your own like giveaway kind of sort of,
I could do that. Yeah.
just for some item, one of us can bring it.
Yeah, that's a good idea too.
And if you bring the shirt, then you win, because that's like free
I
entries
like
anyway.
that idea. Just even just like the key, like I just like that idea because I'm gonna
Yeah.
wear mine. But if we were gonna do it all on the same day, I'd love to do it when everybody else does it. That'd be awesome.
That would
like
be
an
really
HPO
cool.
takeover. That would be freaking
An
awesome.
HPO we even got a freaking name now. God,
Yes, we do.
I love this. HPO takeover. We'll do that
Yep.
maybe. Let's do it the first day of the bash. HPO
right.
takeover.
Let's do
And
it.
whoever's wearing the HPO shirt is going to get something.
There
When you
go.
could think of something cool to do after hours at the bash, all of us together with our Corvettes and stuff.
So
Like stuff we
Shane
can't talk about online.
Shane and I were actually talking about that. One of the things we were going to possibly do maybe the first day is a drive to, there's a distillery somewhere about 70 miles or so from the bash, and thought it'd be kind of cool to do a drive to it. If any of you guys are interested in this, of course, if you're staying at the same hotel, it'll be even easier to let you guys know about it. But if not, this is something we're planning. We're going to have something happening every night after the bash, whether it's just dinner or, just hanging out, whatever it might be. We're going to all be doing something.
Shane better have a rollback following him if he's going to a distillery.
I know, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Dude's freaking wild, but
Yeah.
Some of us aren't going to make it home, I have a feeling. For the distillery.
yeah, I was going to say, just get a hotel. I'm sure there's probably one nearby.
Yeah. Well, and we'll make sure we're at the right Mazatlan restaurant this time.
Yeah, it's so weird that there's
That was so
multiples.
funny.
There's like 12 of them or
Right.
something in like a 10-mile radius.
And you should have been on our end of it where we had the servers put this giant table together, and it was me, Brandon, and Beth.
Yeah.
We're waiting and we're calling, and then we're having drinks and appetizers, and then when I found out we're not there, we had to hang our heads in shame and apologize for them setting up the whole room for us.
Good God.
They
Yeah.
did it twice, too. That was the worst part.
That was the worst part. Oh,
They were
that
nice,
was
though.
good.
It was fine.
They were really sweet. They were nice.
That is good.
But these are great ideas, guys. Keep hitting them with us. I love the HPO takeover.
Yeah,
thing.
dude.
I love that.
Some of
I
the
love that.
best ideas that have ended up working out on the channel have come from the chat. Like us being
Yeah.
called the HPO or the horsepower pit crew. That was
yeah.
I don't remember who now, but somebody suggested
I
as an
think
idea, and
that
I
was
love it.
Professor Corvette.
It might have been, yeah.
I think it was him. Yeah.
Yeah. And now we got, what was it, the horsepower obsessed takeover?
HPO takeover.
HPO takeover, wearing the HPO shirts that you're going to win tonight, or that you're
And
going to
then-
get tonight.
And then next year we could continue it and have HPO takeover 2026 on the shirt, and we can have shirts for that, and we can, dude.
Somebody better be
this is
writing
the
down
thing
all
now.
these ideas. These are gold.
Yeah.
We'll
Have
call it
shirts
HPO
per year.
takeover 2025.
Yeah.
Dude, I need shirts. I know if you're
That's
still
what I
listening,
said. Every
Joe.
year we can start coming up with it. We can have everybody in the channel can pick the shirt design. We can vote on it. We can give them a couple. Joe could give them some examples, and then it could be HPO Takeover 2026, 2027,
Yep.
2028.
Joe,
That'd
if
be
you're
awesome.
still in here, let's make a shirt specifically for the NCM Bash. It's HPO Takeover 2025. Yeah, let's do it.
Awesome.
Heck yeah, dude. Such great ideas. You guys are gold. All right. Yeah, and then we'll move up from there to HPO World Dominance will be the next one. Oh man, you guys are awesome.
That's awesome.
All right, so let me see. Have we gotten any entries in here? No. So you guys are doing really well with the shirts tonight, though. How many did we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Almost 10 shirts. We got 9 shirts. So who's going to be the 10th one? Who's going to order one of these shirts, guys? Get in here, get yourself a shirt and 10 free entries into the giveaway tonight. Either one of these two will work. Who's going to be the number 10? Whoever orders the next shirt, number 10 is going to get 20 entries.
There you go.
So who's going to be? I'm watching it. I'm watching it. I'm going to see who, the first one that comes in here gets 20 entries.
And Bill said an autocross or track session / race would be great. I'm working on that with the NCM Motorsports people right now, Bill. I'm trying to get just set up for our people, which would be cool.
We could do like Anchorman, where we have the E-Ray guys have their own little crew, and then we have our crew, and we all just fight it out. And then we establish which is the best car. The Stingray guys, the E-Ray guys.
Yeah.
We have to do the accents.
Hey, we got the numbers behind us, Brandon. The E-Ray guys, they don't have that many. So
no, we got more cars. Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
All right, I'm still waiting for shirt number 10, guys. Who's going to be the guy or the girl?
Somebody has to. Don't let me be 10 after the live. You
guys I was going to say, yeah, if he's
up,
there it is. Who was it? Let's see. It just came in.
It was Nate. Was it Nate?
If it was Nate, I swear to God.
It was probably Nate. You know it was
no,
Nate.
No, it was Jamie. It was Glass City Car Nerd.
Glass City Car Nerd.
Okay.
No, Nate doesn't spend any money. He gets the free entry.
I know.
I figured he'd do it because it's a deal.
I wonder if he has the same luck in the casino that he does on the show.
I don't know. I can see why he gambles.
Anthony George saying next shirt should say "Make horsepower great again."
I love that. That's the best one.
You guys with these ideas tonight.
Actually, dude, Corey from Paragon sent me a bunch of hats.
I remember.
Remember? It
did not end well.
The Paragon people wouldn't let him sell it, but it was like black hats. Well, it wasn't. It just. I
thought it was a red hat.
There is the red one, which was the one I had on that somebody got fired up about. But the black ones they had too, but they still wouldn't let them sell the black ones. But it says "Make Corvette Great Again." But I like to make horsepower. I'm
gonna have to. I'm starting a little thing here. I'm gonna have to put these.
That's a good one. I like that one. I don't like the letters or acronym, but everything else I like about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and watch the live after it posts and write all these ideas down.
I know that's. I'm literally trying to do it now. Remember what we were talking about, because these are good ideas. You guys are. This is like a think tank. I never would have guessed that the live videos turn into a think tank. But you guys are coming out with these ideas. I'm like, I would have never thought about any of this stuff.
And you know what? There's going to be nothing better than we sit there and we're watching everybody walk around at the bash with the HPO shirts on. That's gonna be glorious.
Yeah, Bill Miller says, "Make HPO great again." Mapagga.
Bill, you are going, right? For sure.
Bill's going.
Bill was here last year. He's right.
Yeah, he's going to be caravanning down with us.
Yep.
All right, so.
Oh, Ron just ordered 2.
Ron. Ooh. All right, guys. You guys are killing it tonight. This is awesome. I'm going to see. So many of you guys are going to have these shirts for the bash. You're not going to have an excuse not to be wearing them. So, like I said, if I see you wearing the shirt, we're going to do something. I don't know what it is yet, but something's going to get done.
Also, too, it's going to put you out there with the GM people that they're like, why is there 50 people?
Right. Yeah. Did Mountain Dew take this place over? What's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Nate, I was just joking with you, man. He says, I've thrown $80 worth to Venmo and a couple $10 super chats. LOL, but it's crazy. I actually won
Oh, Nate,
with the membership entry. Nah,
we
Nate,
love
I'm
you,
just
man.
messing with you, dude.
Yeah, we love you, man.
AARPM says, just booked the Town Place Suites in Bowling Green. Nice. So it's the same place
Nice.
we're staying at, guys. So we have
Nice.
a pretty good selection of people that are going to be at the same place. So that's awesome.
Nice.
I like it. LT4 powered. Took the words right out of my mouth. He says, again, HPO is already great. Thanks, man. I appreciate. I like how much you guys have my back.
Our
Yep.
cars are gonna be like roosters because in the mornings when the sun comes up and we start them up, like every single person is gonna be awake.
Everybody's gonna
at that
wake
People are
up.
gonna
The
be
hotel.
whole
throwing stuff
hotel.
at you to shut it up. Yeah, especially you.
Actually, it'll be the regular. Boom, boom, boom,
And then
like
Brandon.
that.
Get an explosion.
I'm gonna back in away from the hotel. Don't worry, I'll
No,
get as far away as I can.
as far as the group of people that are going that I know of, Brandon, me and you will have the loudest cars. So I say we start ours first.
Yeah, I'm gonna have it facing away from. That's for sure. It's gonna piss somebody
Maybe
off.
we should
I think it did the
we should
last
park our
couple
cars
times.
so
It is gonna piss somebody
we park our
off.
cars so the both rear ends are like this. That way, when we start them at the same time, it creates like this sound bubble that just like destroys things.
I wonder that would probably like seriously shatter
It
windshields.
probably would.
It's so loud.
It is. It's such a beautiful thing, though. It really is.
It
Yeah.
is.
All right, so I'm going to turn this over to David. Hopefully, he has something he could talk to you about for a minute because I got to put all of your names into a magic wheel and do a spinny. You got something you can discuss?
I mean, I could just kind of go over. And I'm trying right now with the NCM Motorsports Park people
There you
to
go.
have because they're going to
Perfect.
have ride-alongs again this year for you can purchase, or I'm hoping there might be a ZR1 for that. I don't think so, but I'm
No.
hoping. But I have slots for us for that. But I want them to try to set up an autocross in the parking lot over by the other one, and they said as long because last year they had that race that was coming in. Remember, Brandon? People were trailering their
Yeah.
cars in. If
A
they
bunch of
don't have
horses in.
that schedule, which they don't have one scheduled, we may be able to get an autocross set up over there. And it would just be like whoever was like we would have it, but we would have to just manually time it like they did at Ron Fellows. Like whatever, time it on a phone, time it on a stopwatch, whatever. But I'm trying to get that set up where if I take care of it, you guys wouldn't have to pay for it. If you're a member of the channel, you could do it for free. So that would be something. If I get confirmation in the next couple of weeks, you could put out on the channel, Justin. And if you're a member, you can do the autocross for free.
That
What
would
are
be
they?
cool.
What's the holdup, David? Are they just? Is there like a legality thing, or what's kind of holding things up with the NCM?
Well, two things would be staff because they're going to have people doing a lot of ride alongs. So somebody like because they won't actually let us set up the we
Cones.
don't. Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, but if the staff is the first part, and then the other thing would be just making sure there's nobody that's dropping big bucks to like rent the whole track or have race day the next day or something like that. So
Is there any chance that the ride-alongs are ZR1s?
I asked, and they will not tell me, man. This is the lady I'm working with over there. She's the lady I worked with last year, but then I got like her boss, but they are tight-lipped about everything.
So there's a
There'll
chance
definitely
of what
be
you're saying.
there's a chance, yeah, and that's what makes me think there's a chance there might be. But again, the E-Ray was last year. You can still do the Z06 as well, but there might be, and it might just be ride along. I don't think they're going to hand anybody the keys to a
Right.
1,000 horsepower car like they've done.
Right.
Oh, no.
But
Yeah. No.
yeah, but there may be a ride along, and if there's a ride along, I mean, like I said, I've got our spots for, I think it's Friday at they start at 11, so it's
Did,
Justin. Like I don't know if you've talked to anybody there too, but you're more than welcome on the spot that I have for everybody. So
did you happen to check with that track that's nearby? The one that's got the pretty much the drag strip and it's got the big open area where you can do kind of autocross and then you can do like the drifting stuff. Are they open that weekend? Because I wonder if we could all go over there if we wanted
I'll
to and
say
scoop off.
not yet, but that's backup plan. But I hope to reach out to them this week. I mean, I'm coming to your place on Wednesday night and Thursday. We can talk about it a little more. But I'm hoping because if if we can only do the autocross at NCM, we don't have to set it up, and then we can go over there to do some drag strip stuff in the evening, and then everybody go to dinner after that. Like I think that would be awesome. I
Yeah.
just want to have more stuff to do. Like bring your car to the bash, hang out, go race. If you want to just hit the drag strip and that, you can make a couple licks and go whatever, and go from there. Because I mean, if there's enough people, I mean, shoot, you could probably get it to $10 a piece or something like that. There's enough people to go to the bash that if they wanted to do it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Well, even if
but
they're open, we could just hop on over after the bash, or if they're open like a
Oh
Saturday
yeah,
night,
yeah. No,
do some bits.
I haven't talked to them yet, other than the initial like introduction conversation about, hey, this is something we may be looking to do, and they were like, yeah, just let us know. So, but the motorsports part, people have been very tight-lipped about what it was. Last year, I already knew it was going to be an E-Ray and everything else by this time,
Yep.
but so far this year they haven't said anything. It's just ride-alongs.
Well, the other thing, remember, was it Justin that got the mobile detail? Or was it
Yeah.
the bash, or was
Oh
it
yeah, yeah.
Carlisle?
No,
I
that
can't
was a
remember.
bash.
That
The
was the back.
bash.
Yeah, that was awesome, man.
You still got that guy's name, Justin? Because we
I
could all get him. Because I'll
I
probably
do.
have to use him this time.
I will use
Oh
He
yeah.
did a
him
good job
too.
in your car, didn't he? I
Yes, he
think
did.
he
Yeah, he
did.
did a good job.
Yeah, it looked
Yeah.
almost perfect.
Yeah, he did a great job. Yeah,
All right.
it's
So
gonna be,
who you predicting is going to win this one, David?
I'm gonna say it's Nate, dude.
Oh my god,
Thinking
he
Nate.
didn't even enter.
He's got
Everybody
one.
gets one.
He's got one. He's
No,
entered. He's
no,
won
I
one
didn't. I
before.
didn't do that this time. There's no free
Oh,
entries.
okay, okay.
Oh,
Oh,
there's no.
okay.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
That I'll save that for next week. This one was a
Oh,
short
okay.
Steve,
week.
I got you.
Steve said he had a $10 super chat with a question. Did you see that pop through?
Oh, I did. You know what? I forgot to highlight that, but I did see it. Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm with you guys. Like, the more we can pack into this as an adjunct to the bash, like do the bash, whatever. If I really want though to be able to get that autocross set up over there, but I would love to, like you said, even in the future, if we just rent the track, you know what I mean, like whatever. But I really would like to have that as an adjunct where today you can come and do your autocross and have fun. If you're member at the channel, you can actually come for free. If not, it'll be whatever, $20, $10, whoever, we'll figure it out. But then to say, hey, after the bash tonight, we're going to the drag strip, everybody meet up there, like that would be cool, man.
Yeah,
Yep.
especially how many cars that we have, and so
I
many
know, that's what I'm
varying
saying.
different generations.
That would be really cool, man. That'd be a lot of fun. And there's some wicked cars that show up, man, at the bash. There really
Yeah.
are.
That's the one thing about Carlisle. I feel like they could be a little more diverse on some of the things that they do besides just the car show and like the burnout contests and those kind of things. That's such a big, huge campground. I feel
Oh
like
yeah.
there's so many more things that they could do, especially like at Bowling Green. That track's got when we've gone to the events for Holly or whatever it may be, you got drag racing, you got autocross, you got
Autocross.
drifting, you got car show, you got swap
Yeah.
meets, which I know have a lot of that stuff at Carlisle, but the
Well,
actual racing part's not there.
Tim, like, he's the Matherly, he's that drag race friend of mine that's been a pro for 20 years, whatever. He's really tight with those people at the track over there. So he's one I'm really can't wait to see. If we can't, we can just go over to that track where they do that, and we can just throw down the quarter-mile licks, and you know. I just think it'd be awesome to have some extra stuff to do like that, like racing or whatever else. Even if you didn't really hit it hard, you just wanted to run down the track. I mean, if you're a member and it's free and you want, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, just come on and make a lick. You don't even have to kill it. You don't have to launch it. Just come, just run down the track. So, and then on Thursday, Brandon and I are getting together. I'm going on Wednesday night, but we're going to be doing a lot of, we're going to race our Z's. I'm going to race this TRX. We're going to do all kinds of stuff. So it'll be fun. I'm worried about your TRX if it's not very warm out. I'm not gonna lie to you, because that thing's gonna just hook and go. Like, it's just gonna go.
Oh, yeah,
So
I wouldn't sleep on it. At least the 8th mile. After that, it's not a
yeah,
contest.
no,
But
but I
eighth
mean
mile.
that's all we're gonna run really is the 8th. But I'm worried if it's colder when we go out. I'm worried about it, man. It
Yeah.
will not hook.
All
Are
right.
you going to be in your cup twos? Yeah. Okay.
When is that, David? Is that for the bash you're talking about?
No, it's on
That's,
this Thursday.
yeah, we're getting together again. We're getting together this week. So
Where's that? Is that a drag strip thing?
no, it's just us.
Oh, okay.
A guy's got a really good story. I'm gonna do a video about it, but he and his wife bought their anniversary gift for themselves, a Z06, but they're getting a manifold, and we're gonna put it on for them on Thursday, and then we're just gonna burn a bunch of fuel after that, rubber and fuel.
Oh, look at that. Nate did place an order.
There you go.
You make me eat my words, Nate.
Oh,
I told you. He's
there
like,
you go. He said,
he's like,
so
good
you got
time
an
Charlie
entry.
got me again. Come on, Daddy needs him.
I was gonna say now watch. I'm not gonna say it because he'll end up winning. It will look staged.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so guys, that is 20 shirts. We got 20 shirts tonight. So
Wow.
really good, really good turnout. I was expecting like 5. So
Well, honestly, Justin, that shirt sells itself, dude. Like, I love the entry thing, but that new do logo horsepower obsessed, that's my favorite one.
I
That's the
agree.
one I'm
I
buying as
agree.
soon as I get off. It's
It's my
amazing.
favorite one, and
Joe killed it.
it's my favorite one, and it's the only one that I didn't make. That really
Dude,
tells
I
me
told you
apparently I'm not
Joe's
that
a
good at making
genius,
shirts.
man. Joe's a genius, man.
All right, guys. So again, Wheelcraft is sponsoring the video for the entire month. So next week will be a different giveaway. Every single week will be a giveaway for Wheelcraft. If you guys don't know what they are, they're basically advanced wheel coating. So not just powder coating, but PVD stuff, same kind of coating that's on your iPhone on the side here that coats the side of the titanium. Stuff that really doesn't chip, doesn't scratch. It's all real good stuff. So they're giving
Remember.
us a $250 gift certificate for tonight, and that's what I'm going to be giving away here in a second. Now, next week, I'm not going to tell you what happens, but I'm just going to tell you that as the weeks progress, the giveaways get bigger and bigger and bigger. So, yeah. John Perkins,
Welcome to
I
the
got your
family,
shirt.
William.
What's that?
This
I said William's a new member, just joined. William Osborne. Welcome.
Thank you, William.
I have a random question. You may not have the answer to. Any chance you know whether they coat magnesium wheels?
I do not
It's
have
kind
the
of a
answer to
random
that, but
question.
I will
I
definitely.
think they have to, don't they? Because remember on the ZR1, the C4 ZR1, didn't they have to coat them? There's some,
The C5 had a magnesium wheel.
Yeah.
I-
but didn't they coat? They have to coat them. There's some reason I can't remember why.
I'll get
they had a
you.
coating on them, but the magnesium wheel had a coating to like prevent oxidation or
Yeah.
something. The C5 one did. I don't remember like what the
They,
consistency or
if
what
I
they
had to
used
guess,
for
the
that.
answer is probably yes, but I'll
Yeah.
get an answer for you for sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Like I said, guys, Wheelcraft's going to be the sponsor for the entire month of March, so we're going to have quite a interesting March. But if you guys could, if you haven't smashed that thumbs up yet, please hit the thumbs up. Looks like we have about 150 thumbs ups, which is pretty good, but we always like to end this thing at about 200. I'm not seeing any additional entries, so I think we are good to go.
All right.
So here we go. I'm going to run this wheel. This wheel looks good this
All right.
time.
Well,
It does.
So here
Look
we
at
go.
this. I love this. I'm pulling for Jay. I got you, Jay.
So you could tell the guys with the bigger names here, we got Jay and Kevin. They both have the most entries. So obviously this is weighted with entries, but here we go.
big bucks, no whammies.
Big
on, Nate.
bucks. Come on, Jay. I'm pulling for Jay.
Oh,
I can't see what that says. Oh, Paul.
Paul. All right, Paul, if you're still in here, you are the winner. So, Paul, shoot me your information. I did get your Venmo, Aaron. Yep. Paul, if you're still in here, I need you to email me, horsepowerobsessed@gmail.com. I need to get your shipping address and your email address so I can have them send out the $250 gift card to you. Yeah, you were that close, Jay. You were right there.
I was pulling for you, Jay.
So, Jay, just so you know, so everybody, all you guys know, anybody who wanted to get this, next week, it's going to be a very similar thing, only bigger. I'm sure you can deduce what that means. But we're going to be doing a lot of this for the month of March. So, Paul, if you're in here, please let me know you are so I can get your information. Yep, there he is. Okay, Paul, shoot me an email, horsepowerobsessed@gmail.com. Let me know your shipping address and your email address, and I'll make sure you get your winnings. And guys, the ideas tonight, fantastic. We got so many things to work with now for the bash with the HPO takeover. I think that's awesome. You guys kill it.
You're
tonight.
welcome.
All right, guys. I think that's gonna do it though. So if you could please smash the thumbs up button one more time as we're leaving, and yeah, we'll catch you guys same time, same place next Monday night. See ya.
Stay obsessed.
Stay obsessed.
You got to do it.
Stay obsessed. Seriously.